last lesson we did this work, the chain rule, on differentiating things with inside the bracket with power. Today we're going to learn how to differentiate products when two things multiply together. So we're going to investigate a rule. To do that, we're going to fill out this table, and when we learn how to differentiate this, we'll just expand it. We have to learn how to differentiate without expanding. But first, let's expand and see if there's a quicker way to differentiate this without expanding. So we're going to expand this, so we get x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2, which is x squared plus 3x plus 2. Okay, so we expand this. And in fact, we'll do the same for the other one. Let's expand the other one. X squared plus 5x. I'll leave the detail to you. How do I get it so quickly? I do 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so you can use that shortcut. All right. What if I differentiate it now? What would the answer be? Yeah, always work. Like, as long as it's monic. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. See this one? 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. You know new things every day. Now, next one. F dash of x. All right, okay, let's stop this. All right, good. So what's the derivative of fx? The first one. Very good. Ruby, what's the next one? Well, have a try. This one. No, she has good memory. Yeah, write it down and tell me the next one. Yeah, remember how to differentiate with it has such wonderful time differentiate. 2x plus 5, see you can do it. Very good. Okay, 2x plus 5. Okay, now we know how to find the derivative by expanding. Let's see if we can differentiate it without expanding, see if there's any connection. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to rub this off so that you won't be confused. We're going to call this u, call this v, like u as the first factor, v as the second factor. Let's write it down. U is x plus 1, v is x plus 2. Right? So we break each of these down into two components, the first factor and the second factor. And see if the derivative had any connection with the first and the second factor. Okay? All right. And then we're going to find the derivative of each, see if there's any connection with the derivative as well. So what's u dash? 1, right? If you differentiate that, you get 1. And then Lisa, what's v dash? Differentiate this. X plus 2. 1, very good. Katie, what's the derivative of x plus 2? 1, okay, you all know. Okay, good, easy. All right. Can you see any connection? Let's put it on the larger screen. Any connection between, let's use a magic pen so it disappears. Okay, any connection between the derivative and these columns? Which one? What can you tell me? Yeah, so how can this be generated from the u and the v, or the u dash or v dash? Multiply them? But multiply them gives you this, not the derivative. Add them. Does it work? X plus x is 2x. 2 plus 1 is 3. Oh, it works. How about the second one? Does it work? Does it still work? X plus x. Looks like we found the magic formula for differentiating. Maybe we don't have to differentiate after all, but we just have to check that it works for these guys. Okay, all right, let's check. Can you try to expand this? Let's get rid of the magic pen. Okay, can you please expand this? Now, this one you can't use the shortcut. You have to go 2x times x, 2x squared plus 2x plus x plus 1. You get 2x squared plus 3x. Can you try to expand the second one? Okay, let's do this. The other one, 2x squared, you get 2x squared plus 4x minus 5x minus 10. What's the answer? You get 2x squared minus x minus 10. Yep. Okay, good. Let's differentiate. I'm going to ask someone else. Nat, what's the derivative of the first? Ah, very good. Nice. Okay, quick. And then Annika, what's the second one? Derivative. Not plus. This minus 1. Well done. Okay, good. Next one, what we're doing is we're going to write down the u and the v. Remember, u is the first one, v is the second one. All right, thank you. All right, continue. So that means u is the 2x plus 1, and v is x plus 1, right? And same thing, the other one is, that's u, that's your v. 2x minus 5, x plus 2. Okay. Now, I still want to find the derivative of each, see if there's any connection. Okay. So let's differentiate u. So Julia, what's the derivative of u? 2. Good. Derivative of v? Julia again? 1. Okay, good. All right. Easy. Okay. Who else haven't asked? Kira, what's the derivative of u? 2. And Christina, derivative of v? 1. Okay, good. Now watch carefully. Does these two add up to get the derivative? It works for that one, but didn't work for this one. How could we incorporate it? Now, maybe it's got something to do with this column here, the derivative that we haven't used before, right? This one. So, okay, link it with this column. How could I create the green column using the purple stuff? Any combination of these? Any suggestion? Multiply which one? U dash with v. Now let's times 2 and x plus 1 together. What do you get? Times them. What do you get? 2x plus 2. If I add this to this, does it give me this? Oh, it works. Does it work with the other one? Let's times them. 2x plus 4. If you add it, does it give you the green? So now we have to times them together. Maybe the product rule is u dash v plus uv dash. That's where it comes from. Okay, we found the product rule. Let's write it down. That's on your formula sheet, by the way. Yeah, I'll write it again. It disappears in your memory as quick as the magic pen. So we need to practice a lot. So we're going to write f of x equal to u times v. Every time you involve a multiplication, you have to use the product rule. Let me see, still recording, good. Okay, all right, so we'll do f dash of x equal to u dash v plus uv dash. Now, how do I remember? Some of you do physics, maybe not, but all of you know about UV light. Remember, UV. Just UV light. In Australia, there's a lot of UV light. Okay, and there is. Now, just make sure you interchange the dash. Put the dash on the U, put the dash on the V. Oh, derivative, differentiate. Differentiate or the derivative. Derivative, okay? All right, any question? Okay, let's differentiate the product rule. Okay, let's try to differentiate this. Let's start. It's very easy. Y equal to 2x minus 3, 3x minus 2. Let's call this U, call this V. All right, my suggestion is to write them out in full. So you're going to write U equals to 2x minus 3 and V equal to 3x minus 2. All right, got that? And then all you have to do is underneath write dash, underneath you write V dash. What's U dash? What's U dash? Differentiate this. 2. What's V dash? Excellent. And something in maths we do a lot is to cross multiply. Cross multiply. Now, why do I cross multiply? Watch the product rule. Remember UV light, UV. But remember the dash and the dash at the front and the end. Now the U dash V is the first multiply, right? U dash V, right? So write 2 multiplied by 3x minus 2. Get it? And then the other cross, I will put number 2. You do uv dash. U, and then v dash. Get the idea? And guess what we should do next? Yes, expand. Okay, let's expand. So you get 6x minus 4 plus 6x minus 9. The answer is 12x minus 13. Yes? All right, good. That is the derivative. Sorry, I forgot to write y dash. My apology. That is the derivative. Yeah. Okay. Now, why do I do this in such a complicated way? I could have expanded first. That would have been quicker. But now you can differentiate this. Well, I can't expand. Remember? Power 4. So now I could differentiate this. Let's try to do that. Hopefully you're all ready. All right, let's start. Try the next one. So which one's your u? X, right? So u is x, the first bit. How about the v? 3x minus 10 to the power of 4. This is a slightly harder one, so really pay full attention. Okay, what's to do next? What's u dash? 1. But the v dash is a little bit more difficult. We have to use what we call the chain rule. Do you remember the chain rule? What's the chain rule? You bring the 4 down, power of 3, yes? Right, that's your first step. Do not change what's inside. What else you have to do? What's inside? What's the derivative of the inside? Excellent. Please multiply the 3 by the 12, with 4, which is 12. We got it. So sometimes the v dash is a little bit complicated, which is okay. You learn the chain rule. This will make sense. Now, remember how it works? It's cross multiply. How good is that? That's the first, that's the second. Got it? U dash v, uv dash. And add them together. How do I know? Just remember uv, uv. UV lights. That's how I remember UV. Since year 11. Okay. Alright, so U dash V. So you go 1 multiplied by 3x minus 10 to the power of 4. And there's plenty of time during the lesson for you to do the exercise. We'll finish this, you can start the exercise. Let me see, what's the other one? UV dash, so write x, V dash, which is 12, 3x minus 10 to the power of 3. All got that? Now, of course, if you get up to this stage, you probably get 1 mark in the exam. If it's worth 2, this question. So you make sure you show these working step by step. Okay, now let's clean this up a little bit. When you multiply by 1, nothing changes. The 1 just disappears. The x times 12, please write it as 12x. 3x minus 10 to the power of 3. Alright, so that's derivative. You don't have to expand it. But there's another part of the question we have to answer. What else we have to say? We differentiate it. What will we do next? Find the value x where the derivative is 0. So we have to solve this equation. Okay? So we have, because I forgot to delete it. I copy and paste on the title page. It didn't come up and somehow appear on that particular page. I only found out after I printed the notes. Okay, but okay, let's continue. Okay. Now before I make it equal to 0, I need you to factorize it. How do I factorize? That's the hard question. How do we factorize? Let me write it next to it. Factorize. Now you can see there are some common factors. What are the common factors here? Yeah. Well, we have to go 1 step further. There's some powers. So we have to take out the highest common factor. What's the highest common factor? So 3. Yes. Now to make it easier for you, let's write it like this. We'll take the lowest common denominator. So that 4 can be written as 3x minus 10 and then 3x minus 10 cubed. The second one, leave it as it is. Now you can see the common one. This is the common, which I'm going to take out. So let's take that out. 3x minus 10 to the power 3. That's the common. And whatever is not common has to be stay inside the second bracket. Okay, so we get this. Okay, all right. So what goes in the second bracket? This bit, 3x minus 10. What else? Plus 4x. How easy it is? Very easy. Now, is there one more thing we have to do? No, not yet. Add, yes, add them, please. Thank you. 15x. We got it. The next part will be super easy because once you factorize, answering when is the derivative 0 is super easy. Okay. All right. So now once it's factorized, we can answer the question. Let's try to answer the question. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So we have to find when's the derivative 0. So the question say, what values of x y dash equal to 0, x equal to question mark, right? So what we do is we're going to make that equal to 0. So therefore, we can make 3x minus 10 cubed, 15x minus 10 equal to 0. And how does factorization help us? Say again. Null factor law means either this is 0, like we did in the first topic, or this is 0. You can ignore the power, right? Null factor law. So therefore, x will be 10 on 3, or x equal to 10 on 15, which is 2 on 5, 2 on 3. The idea? Now, as you can see, it can get very long, this topic. One question. But is that difficult? Not difficult, but very long. You need to do a lot of these questions. And when they ask you that in the exam, probably they give you 3 marks for it. You can get the full 3 marks if you study. Easy 3 marks. I'm not sure which planet you're living on, but we have to move on. All right. All right, all finished? All right. Okay, now unfortunately there's a big picture there, so please just ignore it. Hopefully it brings some inner peace to you. If not, yeah, or you can just get some blank piece of paper, stick over it, so you can write on top of it. It doesn't exist anymore. It's moved houses. Yeah, because yeah. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now what do we do first? How do I differentiate this? This is a product rule. So we have to write U equals to this, V equals to this, and do U dash, V dash. Got it? U dash, V dash. Let's do this. Remember, you have to use the chain rule. Hopefully you've done your homework. Okay, I want you to have a try. Christina, how about you give me the first one, U dash? Yep, to power of 2. Yep, and then what else you have to do? Times 2. Very good. Okay. All right, Ruby, can you give me the second one? Power 3, and then times 3. Cool. Okay, excellent. We all got it. Let's just clean this up a little bit. So you get 6, 2x minus 5 squared, 12, 3x minus cube. Oops, I made a mistake. That should be 1. Okay. Now what do? We cross multiply. Remember, starting with the U dash. And then do the second one. Okay. So you go U dash, Y dash is U dash V. Remember, UV lights. Very easy to remember. Right? Okay. Okay, U dash V plus UV dash. U dash V is this thing, U dash, which is 6, 2x minus 5 squared, multiplied by the V, 3x minus 1 to the power 4, plus UV dash, 2x minus 5 to the power 3, multiplied by 12, 3x minus 1 cubed. Alright, we now have to take common factors out. A little bit tricky now, so we'll take the lowest common one. Between these two, the lowest one is the 2. Between these two, the lower one is the 3. So what do? Let's break it down. Let's break it down slowly. Right, let's write this as 6, 2x minus 5 square, but then break the 4 down into 3 and 1. 3x minus 1 cubed, 3x minus 1. You don't have to do this step, but I think it could help you. Some people can do it without doing this step. Alright, what's the other one? Now you have to break the 3 down into 2. 2x minus 5. Alright. Square 2x minus 5. Thank you. Yep, thanks. And then last one is 12. Oh, very long. I will put it on one page. It'll be smaller. Okay, good. Hopefully you can see everything. Alright. Now it's time to circle the common ones. Okay? Okay. Next one. Let's take the common one out. Can you see the 2x minus 5? That's common. That's common, right? Let's take that one out. What else is common? 3x minus 1 cubed. Alright. Now notice the 6 and the 12 are also common. The 6 is the 6, right? And then you have 2 left. Okay, let's write down the leftovers. The leftovers are the 3x plus 1, 3x minus 1, and plus 2 because I took the 6 out, right? 6, so the 12 becomes 2 because I took the 6 out. And then you have 2x in bracket minus 5. Right, a bit long, but if you do it slowly, you won't make a mistake. Yeah, you could still make a mistake, but you can minimize it by doing a lot of questions. Right, now what else do you have to do next? We have to expand this and collect like terms. 3x minus 1 plus 4x minus 10. So this topic has more algebra than calculus, isn't it? Differentiation, just one step. And most of the steps are algebra. Factorizing, collecting like terms, everything. Done. Lots of factors. That is the final. Yeah. Well, I gave you a whole page to do it. Even with the bird there, you still have enough room. I only took half of the page. Yeah, that's all you have to do now. Finish. You don't have to find the derivative. Oh, actually do one more step. Now the question says, when's the derivative 0? What do? It does say. On the other page, it's part B of that question. So, why that? Okay, go back here, watch. Says differentiate the following. Find the values of x where the derivative is 0. So you do this. Y dash is 0. Therefore, you write this is 0. Or 3x minus 1 is 0. 7x minus 11 is 0. So therefore, x equal to 5 on 2. X is a third. X is 11 on 7. Finish. So today you do exercise 8.8, I think. Is it 8.8 today? I think so. All right.